Good day, good people. I bet you're in the mood for some OC action. Well, good news. It's singles OC action. Welcome to Danganronpa Hunger Games OC action for your singles OCs. We got 23 OCs lockout rules on our bracket, and it's all about to go down here tonight. We got co-champions, could be a championship unification match if Momo has anything to say about it. We got old OCs, new OCs, and OCs that are here. Yeah, sure. Hey, let's go through it. You know what the deal is. We got all these OCs once again. I love to see them. We have some well-known names, and more importantly, we got some show to get on the road. So without further ado, let's introduce them all right now. Can we get that? Oh yeah, we know them. It's time to become friends real quick. Starting off at the top, we have our co-champions. First and foremost, we have Marius Oblivion, won in a tie event in the beginning of this season, season 18, created by Way Too Dusk, is the ultimate hypnotist. And with our champion, young champion, we have young champion, created by Magical Girl Anime Fan Zero. It is Hisayo Goro, the ultimate gunner. Which I actually don't think is the only gun-related talent that we have here today. But our champions have been living the high life with those championships in hand. Will they be defending them tonight? We will see. As we move on to District 2, a couple returning faces in Dokeshi Keshi, the Nightmare Jester. Created by Kuzu Soda Shipper, we have the ultimate Nightmare Jester. You know, I see that little nightmare smile. I think I see him doing the little things here. I still don't like him. And I still don't like him, causing all sorts of mischief. Nightmare Jester. Get out of my nightmares. Anywho, we got Jagspan here as well. Created by Jagspan08. It is Jagspan08. Jags is here to show the world what he's able to do in OC action. Looks to become champion. Will he be able to do it? We will see here tonight. And moving on to District 3, we have former, as I accidentally hit something, former OC champion. We have Golden, created by Golden Gamer, is the ultimate Keyblade wielder. The hero of the AWE has, you know what, and is the current AWE All-Star champion here tonight. With also someone who's come up clutch and done fantastic things in the past, has won a game in the past. We have Marco Lovett. Not every OC can say that they've won a game. It is tough to win a game in OC action. Marco looks to do it again. This time, maybe go the distance. Even better, maybe championship action will be on the line this time, created by Cat Bubbles. Talent new. Likes companionship. Dislikes forgetting loved ones. You know what? If I have to say that any T he had is okay, maybe I would say that Marco. You know what? I was about to do a bit where I was like, is not okay, because none of them are okay. But I guess we believed in Marco that one time, so you know, Marco gets a pass. The exception that proves the rule. We go to District 4. We have Kyra. Returning Kyra Asatha, also former OC champion, actually in her own right, created by Nicholas. The ultimate librarian is back. And the former Ultimate Wrestler has now become the Ultimate Debtor, which means, you know, she's got a lot of debts to settle. It is Heather Sunderland, created by Jack Frontal. I was gonna say, you might remember her from a couple seasons ago, was, you know, we were like, oh my gosh, a wrestling star might need to compete in the AWE. That might not be the case anymore, now has a considerable amount of debt. And moving on to District 5, we have Kokoro Sarazawa, created by Ezra, the ultimate survivalist. And with a survivalist, we have a prisoner, formerly the Ultimate Entertainer. It is TBZ's own Takuto Maruyama. And onward and upward to District 6, created by Plain Zane. It is Izzy Noriko, the ultimate private eye. Private detective is here to solve all your cases, and maybe solve the case of why she's not champion right now. Will that case be solved with becoming the OC champion? We will see in the Hunger Games. And with Izzy, Rose Kennedy makes a grand return, also a former OC champion. We have a lot of like former OC champions or former tag team OC champions in this match. It's kind of like almost a greatest hits match, you know what I mean? Created by Jurassic Elephant 7, the ultimate fantasy writer, is making a grand return. Also, let me talk to you. Rose, also low-key one of the OGs, so you'll have to see it. With District 7, we move on. A returning Echo Silmer, the ultimate radio operator, is here. Back again, little red streak in the hair this time. You'll have to see it. Echo making a grand return. With also returning to OC action, Maintenance. Created by Hippo Lord Gangster, the ultimate mask is here. You know, and admittedly we've learned a lot more about Maintenance in the past couple of years at this point. Maintenance, yeah, we know what Maintenance is all about. And speaking of, we know what they're all about. District 8, we have also a district of actually 2 people who have held gold in the Hunger Games before. One, Kiyoshi Nakamura, created by Terrence Hayes, the ultimate failure, is back. And when it comes down to that ultimate failure, he's been an OC champion before, but we also have to bring into account a man who, very fittingly with that ultimate talent, the ultimate thief, has put on the heist of a century in one of these Hunger Games to win the tag team gold. Legault Simmons is back, created by Theo Vellum. If the stars align, the planets light up. If certain things are in retrograde, let me tell you what, hey, you know, you could see a certain thief take another championship here tonight. Moving on to District 9, 2 new competitors in Darkness Sekai. Created by Darkness, it is the ultimate medium. Practicing all the paranormal activities, the ultimate medium is here. Let me talk to you. With someone who's made a splash in OC action, the AWE, Adam Yukiyoko is here in the Hunger Games. Created by Nitram 004489, the ultimate performer, or the ultimate theorist, because, you know, it's not just a theory, it's an Adam theory. Thanks for watching. Get us out of here. Play that game theory. No, I'm kidding. Rounding off District 9, will Adam be able to, and I believe his first season in the Hunger Games, come up with a big victory here tonight? I'm not sure, but we will see, as District 10 now has a newcomer in Lucina Omado. Created by David, aka PlayStation Grenade Fan 1. We have the ultimate gunslinger. See, I knew there was another gun-related talent creeping up in here. The ultimate gunslinger is here tonight. And joining Lucina, we now have new to the to the Hunger Games, but not new to the AWE. We have a lot of OCs that are kind of making the jump from one to the other. Usually we see it from the Hunger Games to the AWE, OC Revolution. Now we're seeing a little bit of jump back and forth. We have Yoru Sangonomiya, created by Dustin. This is the ultimate sculptor. and there is no prize sculpture. I'm sure he wants to do more than to sculpt himself holding the OC championship, question mark. You know what? He did, and we're moving on to District 11. I had none there. A newcomer created by Polka, the ultimate cashier. She'll ring you up, she'll scan your items, she'll check you out better than anybody in the game. It's Shinsa. Shinsa Kinreiji is here tonight. With, and this is a 3-person district actually, because they include your Agent of Chaos, but this is not your Agent of Chaos, this is Lancer. Created by Corey, this is the ultimate fixer, aka secret talent. The ultimate patron librarian, which kind of, you know, sounds kind of dope low-key. I'm here for that, but will Lancer fix his way to the top of the OC division today? Maybe he'll fix the wheel, you know what I mean? Make sure it lands on Chaos Reigns. We'll see. If it does, we attribute it all to Lancer, but tonight, standing in their way is the person who, in the same district, wants the wheel to be fixed. So, hold on a minute. We have Momo Rusakov, created by Jackie Mackie 01. A perennial, actually, OC in the OC division here at the Hunger Games. Somebody who's, at this point in singles action, I think she's done it all. One of the greatest. It's the ultimate Broadway actress. Momo is back, red eye staring you down, and that is our field for OC action. And it's time for you guys live chat. First of all, how are you? I hope you're doing fantastic. We are getting this show on the road, and I don't know if this is coming out Thursday afternoon or Friday earlier afternoon. I'm not sure. I have not decided. But I digress. We got this whole episode to get through. Who do you got for first, second, third? Before we do that, though, no, don't do that either. Before we do that and that, we got the OC wheel. Chaos may reign, and we're about to find out if it does right here, right now. Momo, all on her. Well, she's not on her own. She's not on her own against the world. She's not. What I think she is trying to fix the wheel. Lancer. If this thing lands, Lancer might as well be a co-agent of Chaos. We spin this wheel. Does Chaos reign? No. The fix was not in. Very interesting. So, this will not be for the championship. Now, keep that in mind. If Momo decides not to reign Chaos now, next singles episode, or in the free-for-all, she is automatically added to the championship match. So this could play into strategy, or she could say, hey, let's do it, as a lot of OC Agents of Chaos have done in the past, saying, let's do it in the free-for-all. Let's have a little fun. She might be thinking at this point, let me earn my shot this time, make it into the top 12, because the top 12 go on to the bracket, and then the next time we have OC singles action, it will be essentially to figure out who will lock out spots. Make your picks first, second, third. I will make mine right here, right now as well. For first, I'm gonna take newcomer Darkness. I think a Dark Veil is about to reign over the Hunger Games here tonight, and Darkness is taking that W. For second, I'm gonna take Maintenance, just because, you know, Maintenance, I think Maintenance do a little something crazy here tonight. And for third, I'm gonna go for our Agent of Chaos, Momo. Those are my top three. How are you feeling? I've got Darkness, Maintenance, Momo. What do you have first, second, and third? Will your picks be better than mine on... In fact, remember your picks, because I'll do mine as well. Maintenance, Momo, and Darkness. At the end of this, everyone take the average of your 3 picks. And I want to see what everyone's average spots are. Like if Momo gets, I don't know, 23rd. That's really gonna bring down my average. You know what I mean? But like, if you have 3 people placing like 1, 2, and 6, you're gonna have a strong average. That's what I think I want to do. We're doing averages this episode. I don't think we've ever done that before. But we're gonna do it tonight. And to do that, we actually have to start the episode, and there's only one way to do that. And that is to... I see. Back in my day as a referee, oh man, I even have some like checks on here. That's crazy. Goodness gracious. That's how I keep a little matter of who gets red cards, who gets. Hey, first of all, I heard some of y'all in chat. I heard some of y'all like waffles. Hey, who here likes a good waffle in chat? Come on, let me know. If you do, or in the comments. That's a yellow card on you. That's a US Aviator yellow card for you. Bam. Stop with that. What was that? Arguing they're at least better than pancakes? At least one of you said that. And I know exactly who you are. And you know what you're getting? A yellow card. And you know what happens when you get a double yellow card? Fools. Foolish fools who doth fool foolishly. You get a red card. Red card for you foolish fools who doth fool foolishly. Now we need to figure out how many times we're simulating here tonight. You can't fool me. There's not my yellow. There's not my red card. Wait, hold on a minute. I think there is something on my red card. I can see it through the light. It's a 3. Well then, I guess we will be resimulating. Not 1 time, not 2 times, but a standard run-of-the-mill. Based on whoever said those things in chat, I know at least one of you did. At least one of you shenanigan, nonsense, debatist fiends have 3 times. So it's time to run this thing as we proceed and start this bad boy. It is the bloodbath, it is the podium, and it is the horns. So ladies and gentlemen, if you would please do your due diligence and sound them. Horn bearers. I have not read the first event, but Momo's in it and it has me word here. I hope she's not dead, cause my average could not use that. I was joking before. Oh man. Let me read. Momo grabs Maintenance by the leg and smashes him against the ground repeatedly. By the time she finishes, Maintenance has been completely pulverized. Heather and Takuto make a secret pact together. Lucina falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Kyoshi runs away from the cornucopia. Golden takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Keshi forces Kaira to start singing Please Give Me Wings. If Jags, oh my gosh, I forgot all about Chaos Raining mid-episode. It definitely could. Oh, I legit forgot that could happen. If Jags fan is the agent of Chaos, he's not. So Chaos does not reign. Marco is not. Chaos does not reign. Marius runs away from the cornucopia. Adam gets down on one knee and proposes to Hisayo. Hisayo accepts, and the two athletes skip away from the cornucopia together. Well, I'll be. Echo snatches a bottle of alcohol on a rag. Kokoro breaks Izzy's nose for a basket of bread. It must have been some good bread, I'll tell you what. Shinso runs away from the cornucopia. Fun fact, a group of alligators is called a congregation. Darkness wants to be a preacher and lets a congregation of alligators loose in the arena. Can I change my vote? I do not believe I can. I do not believe I can. Rose, Yoru, and Lancer assist each other thinking of the bust of weapons. Legault runs away from the cornucopia. As we move on today, Juan. As Rose starts hanging up missiles in the arena, but Kyoshi swoops in, snaps her arm, and burns the mistletoe. You know, I do love Christmas time, but it is not Christmas time, so your arm deserved to be snapped in half. Shinsa believes in Santa Claus. Legault believes in the Easter Bunny, but Adam believes in Joe Hendry. Adam believes in Joe Hendry, cause they love him in London, and Paris, and Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada, and Mexico. They say Adam believes in Joe Hendry. Adam believes in Joe Hendry. I guess he does, but we must continue, because I believe we have to get this show on the road. As Lancer has been down since day 1-ish, Heather confesses her love to Marco. Marco says, cool, see ya, homie, and leaves. Takuto trips on a comically placed banana peel and accidentally breaks his neck. Yikes. Yoruche uses Christmas magic to change the month back to December. Well, who was it? Rose that had her arm broken because the mistletoe or something like that? Oh, it's December now, so hang up all the mistletoe you want. Togami berates Marius for hours. Marius thinks that he and Togami grew closer that day. Hisayo plants flowers around Darkness's grave. Darkness screams from behind her, hello, I'm still alive, and Hayaso simply says, for now. Jay beats Izzy with a ladder. Kyra kills Kokoro as she tries to run. Goodness gracious. Golden spends the entire day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He is truly transcended beyond humanity. Hey, that's what it takes to be a hero. Keshi drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate. Boy. I wonder if they sell cactus juice anywhere. I hope it's quenchy. It quenches my thirst. I heard it's the quenchiest. Momo isn't crying, she's sweating from her eyes, and Echo gets drenched in honey. Unfortunately, they're allergic and die. Rest in peace. But we go on. No arena event. For some reason, my heart was expecting it, but my heart wasn't expecting these terrible turnabouts. These Claire de Lune for. Maintenance. Lucina. Takuto. Kokoro. Echo. See everybody's statuses. Hopefully that was not in anybody's list of folks, to be honest, as we see everybody's statuses. We still have the entirety of the first row. We have almost the entirety of the second row, but District 5 is completely out. In fact, we have 2 full districts out, 5 and 7. And then we have Lucina from District 10. My picks... Let me tell you something. I remember 2 of my picks, Darkness and Momo. So me and editing will keep a track of my average. Did I pick Maintenance? Did I pick Echo? I know all of my picks came from like the bottom 2 rows. You know what? It doesn't matter. You guys will remember for me, and editing me will post my average at the end. We proceed. As night 1 begins, the Gold finds an Etch-a-Sketch somehow, and after a few hours he draws another Etch-a-Sketch. That sounds kind of dope, but still trippy. Jax admits an application to join the squad. Golden walks up to him and says, yeah, you're not getting in. Wow. Well, you know what? Jax has his own NWO. Kiyoshi finds a Dark Deva in the arena and befriends it. Marco delivers an intense motivational speech to Lancer and Adam, inspiring them to give it their all. Momo grabs a kitchen knife, hopefully it's just for self-defense. Keshi says, it's time for some Nightmare Jester shenanigans. Yes. I hope everyone's feeling dire tonight. Yoru fires a truth bullet at Darkness. It exposes her lies. Marius begins to brag to Shinsa that he has 70 alternative accounts. Heather, Izzy, and Kyra spend the night making potions, and Rose fell out of the world. Very Minecraft of her. Hisayo's reflection in the mirror distorts to show her her true self. Is she pleased with what she sees? We proceed again to find day 2. As Kyoshi stabs Yoru with a sword, revives them with their wish ring, and repeats the process until the wish ring burns their hand. Yoru runs off. Hisayo confides in Shinsa. Shinsa takes notes so she can exploit her later. Kenshi steps all over Marco's garden. A now enraged Marco murders them with a hoe and buries them in the garden. Well, Dire Docs ended up killing Keshi himself. Adam spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Legos. He is also transcended beyond humanity, also trying to become a hero. Heather catches Momo crawled into a ball, rocking back and forward, sucking on her thumb. It seems like she's lost it. Marius slams Legault through a table, but likely didn't kill him. Golden puts on a pair of stutter shades, increasing his aesthetic level tenfold, making Darkness and Kyra envious. Lancer accidentally blurts out the fact that he likes Jags in a non-platonic way. Jags declines the confession, saying he doesn't like him in that way, very polite, as Izzy starts planting seedlings in her garden. It's pretty early for that, but not pretty early for these 2 to be gone. I believe that's now a total of 7 out in this bout. And it's a Claire de Lune 4. Rose. Keshi. So, I think there's actually, not 5, but 4 people left until our top 12. Yes, 4 people left until our top 12, so the next 4 that are gone will be fiending next time, trying to make sure they don't get locked out of the finale. We'll see who those Fallen 4 will be as we proceed, because we still have both champions, and I want to point out we still have our Agent of Chaos, so Chaos could reign mid-episode. Marius, Hisayo, still in this thing. Jaxfan, still in this thing. Golden, Marco, still in this thing. Kyra, Heather, still in this thing. Izzy, still in this thing. Kyoshi, Legault, still in this thing. Darkness, Adam, still in this thing. Yoru, still in this thing. Shinsa, Lancer, and Momo, still in this thing. 16, 4 more, until we get a time, and make it 3, because Lancer bashes Izzy's head against a rock several times. 3 more, until, you know, that top 12. Adam stood in the ashes of a trillion dead souls and asked the ghost if honor matters. Silence was their answer. Is that a yes or is that a no? Legault. That sounds like a no, actually. Legault, Marius, Kyoshi, and Hisayo get together to form a rock band. This feels like a real punk rock band. Not for nothing. Anywho, Golden has no weaknesses. Shinsa, Darkness, and Heather have a scrum debate with Yoru, Jags, and Momo over who will leave the entourage next. Marco submits the application to join the squad as well. Kyra snatches that application out of his hand and rips it up as we proceed one more time to day 3. As only one person died last time, but Golden makes a rewrite, a Danganronpa rewrite, where Lancer is the protagonist. Marco finds the remains of a Viking ship. Adam is the wrong Hunger Games show. Hisayo kills Kyoshi while he's resting. Rest in peace to Kyoshi. Kyra eats dirt. Yum. Momo receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a sword, and I want to point out if Momo was 1 event lower, Chaos would reign mid-episode. Marius is actually the champion, so Chaos does not reign. Shinsa's phone rings. There's no caller ID when she picks it up. It's Darkness on the other line insulting her. You'll love to hear it. Heather hopes that Avi doesn't jinx her. I didn't pick you, but now I think I might for saving grace picks. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Yoru? I don't know. 3. I think it's low hatred, but I can find something to dislike about Yoru. Legault is not getting out of his cat boy, cat girl, cat person allegations. Jaxfan finally shakes a tree to knock loose some fruit as we proceed. Another just 2 are gone, which means 2 more now until your top 12, until lockout rules. But for right now, still a Claire de Lune 4. Izzy, Kyoshi. Slow grind here as we say everybody's statuses. It is Marius, Hisayo, Jaxfan, Golden. Whoops, I accidentally clicked the button. Yeah, let me make sure that turns off. There we go. Anywho. Golden, Marco, Kyra, Heather, Legault, Darkness. Ooh, look at the stretch between District 5 and then half of District 8. Jeez Louise. Darkness, Adam, Yoru, Shinsa, Lancer, and Momo. Those are your final 14. Once again, your next 2 who are out will be having a bad time. Chaos could still reign mid-episode. Momo and the champions both are still in. She only needs 1 champion to survive to reign Chaos mid-episode. Will she do it? We go to the next round and we will see. She's not involved in it. Jags, Sims for tables. Kyra doesn't understand why. Marius, Momo, and Legault's enter scrum debate with Hisayo, Lancer, and Darkness. I remember what would happen first. Mona winning a title or being in danger again. Maybe that should say another title, because I think... I don't know. Shinsa finds an Etch-a-Sketch somehow. After a few hours, she draws another Etch-a-Sketch. Everyone's drawing some extra Etch-a-Sketches today. Goodness gracious. Adam starts a factory that mass produces mistletoe. Is that a threat? Well, it's December still, so I think we're fine. Marco is plagued by reoccurring nightmares. Yoru etches a sketch in a tree. There's a lot of Etch-a-Sketching happen. This is such a sketchy episode, huh? Heather takes it as a threat, and Golden dyes his hair red. Does he become a ginger? I'm not sure, but day 4 begins as Darkness. Everyone's confessing to Jags. Come on, this is crazy. Confesses that she likes Jags in a non-platonic way. Jags says, no, I'm good. I'm good. Chill. Everyone's confessing to Jags today. That's crazy. Golden runs over the edge of a cliff while trying to escape Marius and plunges to his doom. Golden is now in that that state of will he, won't he make it to the finale as Marco forces Lancer to kill Shinsa or Momo. He decides to kill Marco. And I think those are our two now, unless I forgot somebody that died a second ago. Kyra gets drenched in honey and is unfortunately allergic, and she does die. Hisayo stabs Heather with a tree branch. Yoru accidentally, okay, so now everyone's dying. Yoru accidentally steps on a landmine, and Avi confuses Legault for Hilda. How? They are both... They are both... Oh man. They both excel in reading people to achieve their goals. Yes. Yeah, yes. We proceed. We lost 5 that time. We're within saving grace picks. Get me out of here. Claire de Lune. For Golden, Marco, Kyra, Heather, Yoru. Which means Kyra, Heather, and Yoru do go on to the finale. Everyone Marco and before are still going to be fighting next episode to stop themselves from getting locked out. They're going to have to make the final 12 next time. But for right now, we can say everybody's status is because we have 9 left? We had 14 before, right? Yes, there are final 9 who remain. Still Agent of Chaos and still both champions, which means Chaos still could reign mid-episode, and reigning this late in the episode I think would be a first, but it's still possible as we make our Saving Grace picks. Now, 2 of my picks are still in. I think... I don't think it's 3. I think my other pick is dead, but I don't remember who my other pick is. Let me tell you, whoever my other pick is bringing down the average. Because right now, both of my first 2 picks, they're bringing up the average, baby. Hopefully I finish 1 and 2. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So my average is not going to be that bad, it doesn't seem like, unless they both die next, in which case it might not be that good. We still have both the champions, Marius and Hisayo, rather. Jags fans still in this thing. Legault, Darkness, and Adam still in this thing. There's actually like a fun little set of clusters. We got a trio there, all of District 11, by the way, they're crushing. District 9 with half of District 8, which makes them like a 3 cluster as well. If you just push Keshi's corpse over a little bit and put Jagspin in that first spot, we got another little trio right there, the champions and Jags. Who will win this episode, though? I'm unsure. Make your new picks for... These won't count towards your average, by the way. It's just saving grace picks time. I will keep my 2 picks from my original picks and my average in this thing. I'll take Momo for first. I'll take Darkness for first, because I think I put Darkness as first. I'll take Momo for second, and for third, I'm gonna take... Jagspan. Even though it doesn't go to my average, I think Jagspan is going to go far today. It's already made it to the finale, so is everyone else here, as well as the other 3 people who perished late. Those are my picks. How's your average looking so far? Does anyone have their average already set at this point? Because I think that might be the case for some people. I could see some people losing all 3 of their picks at this point. That being said, my picks surprisingly doing very well. My average doing very well. But these 9 competitors are all still caught. Here, staring at each other in low-key groups of 3. With the same heartbeat, the same pulse, and perhaps even the same determination. Or fate, is that of... a samurai woman. It is your final 9. Marius, Hisayo, Jagspan, Legault, Darkness, Adam, Shinsa, Lancer, Momo, go! As Momo is gentle with Marius. Avian, the ultimate jinx, confesses how, comments on how well Legault is doing. Lancer walks up to Legault and says, that's rough, buddy. Shinsa, Jags, Darkness, and Adam make shadow puppets over the campfire. Everyone's so much better that Adam starts to get jealous. And Hisayo has a fever dream in which Kyoko's standing over them. We are still at your final 9, but I have a feeling we're about to be at your final feast. And that's exactly what has just happened, as the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, and march from the tribute's families, as I'm losing one of my picks. Hisayo takes a staff leaning on the cornucopia. Marius has a staff leaning on the cornucopia. The champs are taking matching staffs. Look at them. Lancer's trap kills darkness. I should have picked Lancer because he had the fixin', you know what I mean? Ugh. I've made a grand mistake, but darkness at least getting me 9th, I believe. That's not too bad for the average. Momo severely slices Shinso with a sword. Momo climbing the ranks. Climbing the ranks a little bit. Legault decides not to attend the feast, and Jags destroys Adam's memoirs out of spite. We proceed again out of the feast to see Momo setting up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes good. Stay out of trouble. Jags cannot handle the circumstances and commits a murder. One of the champions is gone. Marius' body is found in a lake. In fact, both of the champions are gone, looking down as Legault, Adam, and Lancer hold an intervention for AV's darts addiction. I don't even have a darts. I think I do have a metal darts board, actually. I haven't used it in generations, though. I think I'm gonna have to pull that thing back up. I'm not showing up because I'm busy finding my metal darts board. I'm sorry, not metallic. Magnetic darts board. And where in the world, which is still metallic rather, but where in the world is Hisayo? Dead. She's dead. She is indeed dead. That brings us down to our final 5, actually, unless there's an arena event, which we haven't gotten all day, which means it really could be right now, and it is. I was starting to think, we'll see how it goes, as everyone in the arena is forced to work at the arena's new restaurant, Hank's. What was them cook? Legault burnt the salad he was trying to make. How? Momo slips on a carrot and falls backwards in the industrial fryer. That puts her at 5th, which is not bad for my average. I will take what I have, and we'll see if anybody does better, because I think that's a pretty good average. Lancer has no idea how to cook and just mixes a bunch of ingredients together. It's incredible. Hank puts it on the menu. Jag attempts to finish his creme brulee. Unfortunately, the torch is set to the highest setting and scorches the dish and scorches Adam, which brings us down to Legault, Lancer, and Jags. And our final, potentially final. No, it's not a final, clearly a Luna. It's our first actual terrible turnabout of the episode 4. Darkness. Shinso. Marius. Hisayo. Momo. Adam. I don't know what my average is, but it's not that bad, I don't think. Unless one of my picks was maintenance, in which case my average is bad, and Momo killed my other pick. But I don't remember if it was. We'll see. That's a future me problem. A now me problem is seeing everybody's statuses and seeing the final 3 that are in. It is Lancer, it is Legault, it is Jags. Our final 3. 3 big, strong competitors, 2 who have competed before. Legault, who's a little bit of an all-star as of late, and Lancer, in his very first time, will the fix be in? Let's find out as these 3 are caught, and we'll like to call within our final 3, and no chance for chaos to reign and for it to become a championship episode at this point, but they are caught, and we would like to call a crisis of fate. Jags fan, Legault, Lancer. Let's see who comes out clutch. It could all end when I click proceed, and it does potentially get close. It doesn't. Actually, nobody died here. To put each other's trust, Legault and Lancer do trust falls in the very first instance. Legault steps aside and lets the Lancer fall to the ground. You have betrayed the fixer now, is the fix-in. Jags fan, his reflection in the mirror distorts control of his true self as he pleads what he sees. That is the $1 million question. And now, well, okay then. They all give me a bunch of pancakes and I say, hey, well, I guess you're all in the world pancake champ. The fix was in. Lancer, Legault, and Jags all going into this World Pancake Championship match. Jeez Louise, alright. Very good. Very good. Nobody perishes. We proceed again to see if somebody perishes this time. No! As Lancer and Jags become best friends after their shared love of 17th century sea shanties. As Legault fears Yuta, in fact he fears all the Asahinas. Again, wait, hold on. Final 2. Jags has balloons, Lancer comes along and pops them like a hero, but Jags proceeds to kill Lancer for destroying his balloons, and if Legault is the agent of chaos, and their target champion still alive. Can you imagine the final 2 of Chaos Reign? That would be crazy. But that does leave us with a Day and a Fallen Tributes. 1 man, 1 fixer. The fix was not in unless the fix was just to get him into the World Pancake Championship match, in which case he did a good job. It's a terrible turnabout for Lancer. It's been a very low-kill day, but it is about to be the end of it because we are down to your final 2. Will it be Jagspan? Will it be Legault? 1-on-1. I don't know, but I can ask you who. Will it be Jagspan, Legault? It's your final 2. Jagspan stands tall, stands ready, waiting for this big victory here tonight. Wants to do it for the NWO, carry them momentum, and maybe carry that momentum going into OC Revolution. Winning here tonight would be a big deal for him, but Legault stands in his way. Legault, a superstar when it comes to OC action here in the Hunger Games. Will Legault pull off another big victory here tonight? Will he be able to steal? Will the Thief steal this one from Jagspan, or will the Jags finally get a win right here, right now, 1-on-1? It is Jagspan, Legault. However, both or neither are also options, so make your picks. Jags, Legault, both, neither. Fate only allows for one outcome, and today, Fate says, Legault, like a sneaky thief, poisons Jag's drink. He drinks it. And dies. Which means you can call it another heist, or at this point you can call it pure skill, because he is winning this whole thing, getting momentum going to the finale. Your winner. Representing District 8. And maybe I picked Legault too. Maybe that was my other pick. That would be fantastic. I don't think it was though. But we do see and we recognize him. Hey, I know Legault's popular. I think there's a world where a lot of people now have a great average because this thief stole the win here tonight. Legault takes the win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote. We'll proceed one more time. Legault with a, I'm not going to say massive victory here, but took a big victory. Congratulations to him. Jagspan in second place, Lancer third, Adam fourth, Momo fifth, Hisayo 6th. The champions right next to each other, 6th and 7th, making sure they'll have another shot at those titles, should they lose them before the finale. Shinsa 8th, Darkness 9th, Yoru 10th, Heather 11th, and rounding off your top 12 is Kyra, which means all 12 of them are on the bracket here. But when we look at everybody else, we have Marco in 13th, Golden 14th, Kiyoshi 15th, Izzy 16th, Keshi 17th, Rose, Echo, Kokoro, Takuto, Lucina, and Maintenance as your final few. Those competitors are going to have to do some work next time. There are 12 spots that can be locked out. If the top 12 remains the top 12, we have a finale of just 12. That's their incentive, a 1 in 12 shot of winning the championship. They're going to want to stop anybody they can from getting in to the finale. Will they be able to do it? We'll find out next time in OC action for the singles. But for now, I think we can just proceed and see that it started with Momo taking out Maintenance with the leg going wham bam bam, wham bam bam, bam bam, wham bam. But it all ended with Legault and a little bit of poise and a little bit of thievery, trickery, taking the victory here tonight from District 8. We proceed one more time, District 8, with the big W. Legault had only 1 KO actually, along with Marco, Marius, and Kyra. Momo had 2, Hisayo had 2, Lancer and Jagspan both with 3. Those are our big killers here tonight. And good for them, they both got in the top 3. That was our game. What a game it was. We know our top 12 now. Remember, Marco through Maintenance here are going to be watched. We're going to be watching them closely. when it comes to the next singles action, because they are going to try to avoid the lockout. Will they be successful? I don't know, but we'll return to the reaping one more time. Congratulations one more again to all of our OCs who competed here today. They have another opportunity, and don't fret, even if they don't make it in lockout rules, there's one last spot, one last shot, the free-for-all. Let's see how it all plays out. Until then, I'm taking off. Toodle Flight Crew, as always, thank you for submitting, and thank you for watching.